Hello, the captain speaking, please.
That was the new captain. Instead, in case I faint away, I have a new captain here on my set. What's your name, by the way? Philip. And my name is Vincent, so welcome on board, everybody. So we will do a little tour here on the canals, approximately half an hour. It's you will see it's one of the last tours of the evening, so it's also one of the best, of course, because it's very quiet here on the canals now. And it's straight ahead, the little medieval rocket that you see there, that's the Church of Our Lady, built in the 12th century, entirely with small little bricks. And inside the church you can see the little statue of Michelangelo, the only statue, by the way, of Michelangelo that is not in Italy. And the little statue was stolen twice from us. Once it was stolen from a brick called Napoleon, and then a second time it was stolen by a bigger asshole called Adolf Hitler. And in the movie The Monuments Men, you can have to fill up a tour. So here, the Goethe Bridge built in 3 different parts. So here the first part, 16th century, middle part 15th, and then 14th century. The Goethe Bridge. And straight after the Bonifacius Bridge, also called the Wedding Bridge here in Bruges, straight ahead you will have a fantastic view on the right hand side of the Church of Our Lady. Right. Yeah, they are Our Lady. Beautiful. Such a pity. People, they come to Bruges, what do? They look at their cell phones. Like Venice in Italy, but we have a little difference, of course. We have also canals, but Venice was built on wooden foundation and Bruges on brick foundation. So there are bricks foundation, and on the top of the bricks there are the cellars. Now you can get drunk in an old hospital. Oh, ironic. So straight ahead, the lowest bridge of our city. If you don't want to feel the bridge, then you remain seated, of course, or you duck, or you... And if you survive the bridge, and you're still in the boat, then here on the left-hand side, that's a fantastic thing, of course, the brewery. You can smell the hop. The brewery, the half moon. Unfortunately for us, this is not a stop. Yeah? Now it's very tranquil. And there's straight ahead the lock house, and underneath you can see the locks, 3 locks, because on the other side of that house it's also the Lake of Love, but 1 meter higher. And to regulate the difference between the 2 parts, the locks are there. Now it's very quiet here, and you can see the reflection of the buildings in the water. That's also something very beautiful. Surely at the end of the day, like here, the reflection on the water, very beautiful. So they could all live together in a safe area also. Little houses around a nice courtyard. And nowadays still 20 sisters of the Benedictine order lives inside. So at 6:30 they close the gates over there. Now you see it, and it's closed now. Of the big H. Here the big H. Sauvegarde, that means safe, in French. In Gothic style, like the Notre Dame of Paris there with the gargoyles on the rooftop, Palace of the Lords of Bruges. And just on the corner, above the second scaffold, the smallest Gothic windows there. The little white windows. Not the windows of the toilet, of course, but the window to spy on the canal. Here, just on the corner. what's the guy name? Vives. Juan Vives was a writer, a friend. Right of us, the Rosary came. In the old days, that was the harbor of salt in Bruges, and nowadays it's one of the most photographed spots here. And you straight ahead the old corporate house of the Tanners, and there you have it, of course, the Belfry Tower, one of the most iconic towers here in Bruges. There was fire, Belfry Tower. And on the left-hand side, the hotel there with the wooden facade, that's the hotel from the movie In Bruges with Colin Farrell. At the end of the movie, Colin Farrell, he jumps into the canals from one of those windows in Bruges on the left-hand side. And only the small bricks on top of it were renovated 2 years ago, and all the rest is original. So once we will pass the bridge, you will see the other side, of course, and that's the original part. Now the logo of the pelican above the door. And here a very nice painting inside above the window. We had it in the 17th century. I'm so sorry. But the clown is yours. Look at this. The beautiful houses here. Statue above the black door. You will see a little lion. That was to keep all the bad spirits out of the houses in the old days here on the right hand side. A little lion. And also on the right hand side,